Hello.
Matt and I were having a conversation about the troubling times that are happening right now with the virus that's going around. And my conversations with everybody else about this have just kind of left me feeling very anxious and worried, and just the more we talk about it, the worse we feel. But today, talking with Matt, I don't know, I felt better about things, and I thought that our conversation would be good to record and talk about and share with other people. I have other fashion content planned, but I feel like it's kind of weird not to mention this other thing that's happening in our world right now.
Well, I agree. I felt the same way. When we were talking, I thought it felt more good to get everything out. Whereas some of the other stuff I've been reading or seeing has made me feel more like everything is piling on, and that's very stressful. But I think it was nice to just talk about it and kind of clear the air about everything that's going on, and I don't know, help put things into perspective that this is a stressful time, but that maybe it'll sort itself out, or it'll figure itself out in a way, and that we'll be able to get past it or figure out a way to go about things in the future. Which that was something we were talking about, was trying to figure out what is the post version of society look like after this, and it'll be just interesting to see how it changes our views about healthcare, or working from home, or how kind of important actually being healthy is to everything running, which I think is something a lot of people take for granted. Hard to say. It's still early stages of everything happening, so I don't know. Trying to be cautiously hopeful that it'll work out, even though it's kind of scary at the same time.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I think Matt's healthy optimism is helping me feel better about things.
That's good.
I did read a post today about ableism and how it contributes to people feeling the need to push through and do stuff anyway, even if you're not feeling well, because you identify with your ability to do things and be well and be productive. So much of our identity is tied up, and our worth as people and how we value ourselves is tied up in our ability to work and do things. And now if you're ill, you should stay home and not get other people sick, kind of actively contradicts that. I think it's something we need to look at within ourselves and see that that is not a healthy way to value yourself based on your ability and your output.
I 100% agree. No, it's tough because you need to be okay with being taking a break from everything and not letting this stuff define you. But then there are so many people too where it's because of this, people might not be able to work as much, and then it makes things so much more stressful for everyone. That's what's frustrating with how everything's being handled, is that there are going to be people that can't afford their rent because of all this stuff, and that's terrible. I think it is important to remember that even if you're healthy, to put the health of others ahead of your own, especially if you're younger and have a strong immune system, that you might not even have symptoms, or you might be sick and not even know it, and you could get someone else sick. It's been interesting seeing. I think people are trying to all pull together to keep everyone else safe, which I think is a nice message to see, but it's crazy to kind of be seeing something like this happening, because this is something that our generation, and probably even generations ahead of us, haven't really had to really handle since HIV, or maybe swine flu to an extent, but
I feel the Spanish flu was the last thing that was
okay.
on this scale.
When was that? Cut, and then you'll say it later.
I'll say the exact right answer.
Yeah. But yeah,
I thought you were the history one. You're the one who's supposed to know.
I should be.
But I think I would like to shift to talking about ways that you can stay healthy and also appreciate what you have right now. It's really easy to be really worried about things and feel everything is going to be so bad and things are just going downhill, but tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and I was like laying in bed last night and my roommate's cat was in my bed and my like door was cracked open and I could see like the plants that we have in our living room and like the light, the like city light coming in through there, and just feeling like I spend so much time like not feeling grateful for what I have, or feeling like I don't have enough, or I'm not doing enough, or my career isn't moving quickly enough, or like even though I love my job and I'm working in fashion and doing what I want to do, I like don't make as much as my friends who have like big person grown-up jobs. And yeah, I mean, but I'm also like, maybe this is the good that I'm the best that I'm ever gonna have it, and I like have such a beautiful life and I'm so lucky to live it, and I just want to try to like appreciate that right now, because even though it's right now is scary, I'm still very lucky and privileged, and trying to focus on appreciating that.
Yeah.
Because like nothing is guaranteed, and who knows how long like this right now is going to last, you know?
Yeah. I'm grateful to be in a age group where, or to not have like pre-existing health conditions that would make me more susceptible to getting more seriously ill. So like, but yeah, because of that you also have to like try and make sure you're taking precautions, make sure no one else is getting sick, but like it's helping me realize like, yeah, like maybe we've all taken everything for granted for a while, and now it's good to like kind of stop and like be appreciative of who we have in our life and the health of everyone, and like appreciating each day for what it is, not trying to always be like unsatisfied until we get to this like bar that we're probably never going to get to, because as soon as you get one step higher up, then what you want shifts up too, so then you're never always going to be exactly where you want to be. So yeah, and I've found the time like social distancing has been like beneficial for me to like get more reading done and like try and do more like tutorials and stuff online.
Yeah.
So that's been helpful. Okay, where were we at?
Sorry if the framing changed. My roommate got home and so we said hi to her. Did you say everything you wanted to say about feeling grateful for the current moment?
I guess what I was saying too is I was just using the time to like kind of watch videos about like learning new things, or like kind of like design stuff I've been trying to get better at, and like trying not to like push it off anymore, because now I like have all this time to do it, and I should just kind of take advantage of the time. People aren't really like hitting you up to like go hang out or whatever. You know, you have like more time to like do your own thing. So catching up on reading and doing that, and enjoying time with my cat, and just taking things a little bit slower.
We're so like privileged to get to do all of those things.
That's true. Yes, I agree. This is scary, but at least for us, that maybe we'd be okay if something got worse. But to remember to like try and help people out who are more susceptible to this throwing things off.
So many people, like their income is tied to them actually like physically being in a place and doing a thing. And we don't know what's gonna happen. Like, are landlords gonna stop expecting rent? Are they gonna throw people out on the streets if they can't pay for it?
I don't know. Yeah, hopefully people will have some empathy in that regard. Let's
talk about ways that you can keep your immune system, firing at all cylinders. Maybe you don't think about these things like adding to like overall health, but they do contribute. First thing I want to talk about is meditation. When you think that you're gonna get sick or that other people are sick, you kind of start to like find things in your body that are going on, like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling sick in this way, and that's like kind of related to this one symptom, and then you kind of create these things. Like anytime you like hear other members of like your immediate circle, like person you live with, your family are sick, you start to like
look for it.
Yeah, you start to look for it in yourself. Your mind is very powerful, and
I've definitely had that happen to me before, where I've like kind of convinced myself that there's something wrong with me, and then I like go to the doctor and they do the blood test or whatever needs to be done, and then they're like, you're totally fine. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then as soon as someone else says that, then I like don't think about it anymore. But you can like get in these like cycles in your head.
Exactly. So meditating is one way to like connect with the present moment and like being in your body and feeling like how you truly feel, bringing it all back, bringing yourself back to center where we've all been kind of spinning out of control, like just going to the grocery store and being like, like things are so crazy. I think like consistent meditation is very key in these times so that you can know what's actually going on within yourself, like so you're not thinking that you're sick and maybe using resources that could go to other people that like actually are sick.
Yeah, or just mentally help you deal with the
anxiety
of what's going on. I think it's good to try and find things that like can make you like laugh or like forget about stuff, whereas like like listening to a podcast where like the people on it you think are funny, or like watching a video that maybe will like take your mind off of this stuff is also nice, because you kind of need these like moments of humor or whatever, like just to like be like just to get through everything. And it's okay to like not think about it for a little while. If like reading that stuff is like bad for you, then to just know to like take a break from it and just like not let it like stack up. Like overly worrying about anything, I think we all know isn't good for you. Like you're worrying about stuff that's going to happen in the future, and like half of those things aren't going to happen. And yes, you should take the precautions and like prepare yourself for what may happen with stocking up on food and supplies if you have to be at home for like an extended period of time. But worrying about it any more than that like isn't serving you or anybody well. So it is healthy to not be only focused on that all the time, and like don't feel like you're not doing your part if you're not like in a state of panic at all times. I think that's like a good way to put it, because it's like you have to like worry about it to the extent that you're like trying to take the right precautions and everything, but like there's only like a certain point of worrying where it's really like helping you.
Yes, exactly.
And after that it's like you're just gonna get like diminishing returns on it, or basically nothing at all, where it's like it's only gonna make things worse. So if you're like washing your hands and doing all these things, then and you're trying to like limit your exposure to everything, then it's kind of like all you can do to an extent. So like I don't know, like maybe you will get sick, but if you're trying to be careful about this stuff, then it probably won't be as bad, or like hopefully, but Another big thing is the reason that like wintertime is like the flu season and the time when everybody's getting sick is largely because everybody is really deficient in vitamin D, because we're not going outside and there's not very many hours of sunlight, and we mostly like work jobs where we go in and it's dark and we leave and it's dark, and so we just never really see the sun, and we're not exercising as much because we're not able to spend as much time outside, and it just, your immune system isn't as strong. So definitely like taking that time to be outside, to be in the sun, 15 minutes a day like of sun is good for you, and it's like the risk of skin cancer is not as bad as the like overall health benefits that being in the sun for that like short amount of time provides you. Well, and you can wear sunscreen too, or like if you're in an area that's hotter right now. But that's one thing I heard too, is that I think once it starts getting warmer, is that will help slow things down, because I thought I heard that I think if it's like over like 80 degrees or something, that the virus like will start to like die off or whatever. So that's like a positive sign.
So pray for sun, and then it will just start to get warm, and everybody's immune systems will be
and it'll just
and happy
make you
and
stronger in general. So that's something, a bright spot that could help.
Even though, you know, offices are closed, businesses are closing, schools are closing, you can still go outside. Like, you don't have to be around other people. You can go to the park and still be like a safe 6 feet or whatever they're saying away from people. So definitely like make it a point to do that, and maybe like fold your exercise into that, you know, do your exercise outside, and just exercising, keeping your body healthy and strong, encouraging like cell regeneration, like through like muscles rebuilding. That's ways to get like the sick cells to go away and just keep the healthy, happy cells. So definitely exercising is
Yeah,
a way to keep your immune system strong.
Especially like,
No,
especially like if you work like a desk job anyway, like, and you work from home all the time, like, it's just good to like stretch every like hour or probably more than that, maybe, I don't know, but like just to like take a break from sitting and looking at a screen, and you can just stretch or like do a walk around the block or something. Like, I don't know, just something to break things up from just being in the same position all day.
Do you want to talk about your brisk walks?
Sure. I mean, it's not like anything different than most people probably do, but yeah, one thing that I do for like exercise or for clearing my head and a lot of this stuff, since I do work from home all the time anyway, is just like take like a 30-minute walk around the neighborhood, and just to like get the blood flowing and get the sunlight, and kind of just to like let me, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I listen to podcasts, sometimes I don't listen to anything, and I find that they're all equally helpful, and depending on where my head is at. I think it's like a very kind of like grounding thing for me to like, I don't know, I feel like for me that almost is like, can be a meditation kind of thing, where it like just helps me like reset things a little bit, like where it's kind of like taking a shower or going to bed, where you like have these ideas in your head, because then when you're trying to like make it happen, it doesn't happen, so you have to like take a step away from it. So yeah, as someone who doesn't necessarily like work out all the time, or doesn't have like a gym membership or whatever, I find that it's good exercise for me, or it's like better than nothing, for sure.
The kind of last thing that I wanted to say was liquids. Just drinking water, hydrating. Like, I feel like most problems, obviously not, you know, bigger ones, but like first world problems that are created in your head can be solved by drinking water and stretching. Like, such simple things, but just the more water I drink, the more just like with it I feel, and less kind of like spinning out of control mentally, but also like for your health, keeping everything kind of lubed up with lots of hydration and lots of water. The second that I start to feel like a little bit sick, I'll immediately like go really hard in the hot water with lemon and a little shot of apple cider, like in that apple cider vinegar. I just like fill a cap full of ACV, pour it in there, and that helps strengthen your immune system. And then I also will make like a huge vat of miso soup, and just like all the hot fluids to stay well, and just hydrating your body when it needs it the most. And especially now, that is a great way to really like fortify your immune system and just like make getting sick less likely, because you're not dehydrated and you're not like asking your body to perform and serve you well when you're not like taking care of it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's well said.
I'm gonna link below the like best vitamin D3 supplement that you can take. The one I mentioned in my video before, I found out is like actually hard to get your hands on, so I will link the good one for you. And then another thing you can do is get vitamin C like as a supplement. Find one that's like derived from fruit. Other ones it's hard for your body to absorb and it doesn't really do anything, but if it like comes from something that your body is already used to taking in, your body is more able to absorb it. It's a common problem with supplements that it's like not something that you're actually, it's like not really doing anything. So find one of those. I thought let's just talk about what's on everybody's minds, and share how like gig economy people are dealing with the whole situation, and our outlook on it, and how we're gonna protect ourselves and our friends and family. So
and I'd be like curious what other people are doing too, while they're like stuck at home or whatever, like what they do to like pass the time or whatever, like try and make the best of the situation. So open to other ideas and suggestions or whatever. So.
Alright, thank you so much. Stay well, and
wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Yay! That was